how to spend $30K a month in ad spend profitably. Now, if we extrapolate the pinpoints of how to achieve this target, how to achieve this goal, it's really just spending $1,000 a day. In a scenario where we have a gross margin of 75%, that's our target. We need to hit this to make a profit. We need to hit this target to make 10 to 15% net profit for every sale. One SKU nowadays isn't enough. You can't sell that on ads. So to bypass that, the evolution is building an average order value bundle. Now, we do this by coupling our best hero SKUs, combining them together. Our average order value is around $75, $100, maybe even $150. With this, we have more profit. With this profit margin, we craft the Grand Slam offer, because the objective is, realistically, if we're around $100 AOV, our CPA target to be profitable is around what, 20, 25, depending on unit economics and cost. But let's say we are around that $20, $25 CPA target, even $30 CPA target. That can be achieved if we have a 2-product SKU bundle, or we have a 3-product SKU bundle, and we offer on the front end a buy 2 get 1 free, or buy 1 get 1 50% off, or a free gift with purchase. These offers that incentivizes a brand new customer who's never heard about the brand, or a brand new transaction who's never heard about the brand. When they come across this Grand Slam offer, they're more than likely to opt in and make a purchase and convert. Now, to set this up, how can we organize this in a way where we can look at this data and make decisions faster? Well, this is where our campaign setup comes into play. And to check this out, let me pull this up real quick. So now, as far as setup and structure, what channel is sufficient to achieve $30K a month in ad spend? The X amount of campaigns is really dependent upon the amount of SKUs you're promoting on the front end, etc. Depending on the amount of bundles you have. If you have a wide collection of SKUs, you can do more bundles. That's the beauty of having the luxury of building horizontally. Now, what is the objective here? On a meta platform, typically you have your broad, no targeting. You're letting the algorithm find new transactions for you. Your creatives do majority of the targeting. Your copy does majority of the targeting. You're working with Meta. You're going to see cheaper CPMs. Downside to this is you have no recollection of if this customer or this transaction is going to buy back from your business. There's no guarantee because we have no data on this. Now, if you go lower in the funnel, you have Advantage Plus. This is hitting middle of the funnel, bottom of the funnel, not your existing customers, but some of your competitor brands, their customers that resemble what you're trying to go after. That's what Advantage Plus is. You're hitting middle funnel, bottom of the funnel ideal customer profiles. Some cons to this is pretty simple. You're going to see higher CPMs. You're going to see a higher cost per click. It's more expensive to hit these demographics, but in the end, you might see a cheaper CPA. But on the incremental lift side of things, if we compare it, you're trying to hit returning customers, or you're trying to hit middle funnel customers. They might not want to be sold. They might not want to be targeted. So that's another con you might run into, is alignment or congruency. That customer journey might not be the perfect time to sell them. Whereas with broad, you're building a relationship from scratch. That person genuinely interacted with your content. They're giving your product a chance. And if they become a customer, if they actually value your product, then you might see a higher LTV. Give or take on the brand, give or take on the product. It really depends. Now, the third objective is you have your ABO setup, which is setting your ad spend at the ad set level. You're following interest-based targeting as well. So you're seeing specific ideal customer profiles. In the end, what happens is you need more ad spend to fund these tests. You spend more time in the ad accounts looking at data, turning off campaigns, turning off ad sets. It's more creative intensive. And as a byproduct, it's longer to get results and to make iterations because you have a lot of variables testing at once. So I say this to say each campaign has its pros and its cons, but the beauty of ABO and interest-based targeting is if you're on one channel, you only have to focus on that channel, right? So you have more control of your net profit. You have more control of your numbers, contribution margin. Downside is, as I said before, you have to spend more time in the ad account. Now, the number of ad sets, in this, it's really just dependent on creatives at your disposal. One concept with 2 variants equals 1 ad set. If the ad spend is over 2x AOV, CPA isn't at the break-even target, we turn that off. Now, what I covered with the campaign setup, your typical broad campaign setup is one campaign, 1 AOV bundle, or 1 SKU that has a gross margin around 75%. Going fully broad, no interest-based targeting here. And then we do our creative tests with DCTs, 1 creative, OG concept, 2 variants of this OG concept with previous best ad copy, with new ad copy, previous best headline, new headline, finding the new winning combination. And then we place this into the main winners ad set. That's our broad setup here. And the beauty of this is you're just focusing on creatives or offer or even the funnel or post-click destination, but creative optimization, once you crack the flywheel system, campaign setup, that becomes a luxury. Now, the ABO side to this is the opposite. What I covered with the interest is similar structure here, but instead of the budget set at the campaign level, like this previous campaign setup, we set it at the ad set level. And then here we do all of our interest-based targeting at the ad set level. So the ad spend goes here. And then to fund our tests, each creative, ideally, so each creative is going to get X amount of spend based off the ad set level, or even you can go a step further and give each creative X amount of spend. But realistically, you set your budget at the ad set level. Beauty of this is each creative gets a designated amount of spend, and then from there you have more control of, okay, if creative gets 2x in AOV and we're not profitable, we're not within CPA target, we can turn this off, relaunch a new test, right? So you have more control of your test, you have more awareness of your contribution margin, and then once you have a winning ad set, you copy the post IDs or all the ads in that ad set, and you place that in the main winners ad set here, and then you scale that ad set. So you have a main winners ad set and you're just scaling that. So as I covered, each structure, each strategy has its pros and its cons, but the next phase we want to look at is the post-click destination. You have homepage that you can expand on, you have your collection page, you have your dedicated landing page, but with all of our tests, it's pretty simple at the campaign level. We set either an ad budget at the campaign level or at the ad budget at the ad set level. At the campaign level, we do 2 to 3 total SKUs around the AOV, and then from there, at the ad budget, at the ad set level, your spend rules is around 1x AOV before you have to make a decision. Daily ad spend, you're around 1x AOV. So here, campaign spend, you might be at $1,000, $700, $800, even $900. At the ad set level, you might have a lot of ad sets. You might have 5 to 10 ad sets at $100 a day, right? To achieve our target of spending $30K a month on ads profitably. Now, I covered our CPA target. If an ad set gets 2x in AOV spend and when our CPA isn't aligned, then you're set to turn that off. Or what you can do is pretty much go off the 48-hour to 72-hour rule, let the ad sets run, and then from there you're making decisions. But nonetheless, it really depends. At the campaign level, you don't really have to turn on and off a lot of ad sets because you're working with Meta's algorithm. At the campaign level, it's dedicating spend to what they deem is best for the end user. So majority of your budget at the campaign level goes to winners. At the ad set level, majority of your budget goes to losers. So then you have to spend more time, if your budget is set at the ad set level, on turning on and off ad sets. Now, to paint a perfect picture and to show you results, like this is one of our recent results. Boom, we did what, last 7 days, 64K. We're spending around 5.5K. And I built these structures, simply put, because I'm in ad accounts day in, day out. This is a normal occurrence as far as process, as far as brands in our portfolio, and ultimately what it takes to scale, what it takes to, if you want to one day even exit your company for a 5 to 10x multiple. How is that achieved? So the process is the formula to scale to hit 30K a month in ad spend is really one channel. Your gross margin is aligned. Your unit economics are dialed. You're spending 1K a day in ad spend. And then from there, you're testing. You have the creative flywheel system installed. You're pumping out creative concepts week over week. You're testing those on the media buying front. You're expanding the ad sets. And then from there, you're just navigating the course as far as hitting your profit margin. And you can even focus on contribution margin here because you're only scaling on one channel. So that's the beauty of this. There's no right or wrong answer to scale your business. There's multiple strategies that can fit your point in time. It could also be, if you're a business or you're a brand owner, where are you at with inventory? What stage are you at with your business? What do you need to achieve? So if you want the full breakdown, if you want the protocol, check out scalevelocity.io. If you are tired of getting burned by ad agencies, check out scalevelocity.io. And if you want to read my protocol to get set up for an exit, check out scalevelocity.io. With that being said, guys, I hope you enjoyed this video. If you have any questions, comment them down below. Make sure you like, comment, subscribe if you want to see more of this style of content. And I'll see you guys in the next video.